What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. And so, look, man, Shannon Sharpe has been in the news for the last 2 days. People have been making fun of him coming out of the car in front of the little, I don't know what type of grocery store or winery place or something where he was at, right? And people have been pulling up in front of the store, imitating him and stuff. And the jokes have been funny and stuff like that, right? Um, but I would say I see what Shannon is doing for real. Because you got some people that's just telling jokes and some people being egregious and being straight, like, vicious with it. But what I will say this: despite all the little people that's doing some funny style, vicious type hating, or using these little incidents to like really throw stones at Shannon, he really still he winning in every way possible. He keeps scoring, keeps scoring. He just did an interview with Steve Stout today. I've just began watching the interview. I'm gonna finish it, but Steve dropping gems already. The interview with Terry Crews is phenomenal, covering all aspects of him being assaulted, of him in his life and trying to be an NFL player, how that dream didn't work out, and then him transitioning to Hollywood, how he got certain movie roles after certain other people couldn't do things, and what do they be saying? You made lemonade out of lemons, right? Um, yeah, just seeing his ascension. Before the interview started, he up in Queensbridge with Jungle and Steve Stout. Jungle was Nas's brother. And he on the phone on a FaceTime call with Nas. And I'm looking like, yeah, I already knew Shannon was going off into another plane. But now the brother is really, really ascending. Nas gonna be on there soon. I feel like The Rock gonna come on there. I feel like LeBron James last year in the NFL, he gonna give Shannon Sharpe probably a 3-hour interview. I see it coming now. I feel like some of the biggest people in media, in business, or whatever are going to be on Shannon Sharpe's platform. And he keeps rising, man. And to me, that's the real sign of a winner. A dude that, all right, people throwing little jokes or whatever. People saying little stuff. All right, cool. Have y'all a little fun. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. And we're going to keep rising. And I still see him staying on course and staying on task. He's still doing this thing with Nightcap. He's still doing this thing on ESPN First Take. He's still doing this thing with again Club Shay Shay, and then he doing Nightcap show with Gilbert Arenas as well. But yeah, man, he's not letting none of that deter him, as he shouldn't, man. Shannon has been very blessed over the past year, I want to say last few months, not even a year yet. He's been blessed for a while. He's been doing great things, but now he's become the dude in media. You can talk about him, you can clown him, you can say whatever you want to say about his sexuality, whatever you feel, whatever. The brother out here winning. Out here winning in every way imaginable. And creating generational wealth for him. And he's recently a grandfather. His children, his grandchildren and future grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. Great-grandchildren, etc. That's what life is all about. Being able to establish a legacy, something that will always generate revenue for your family. For real, man. And that's what I think that's a goal everybody should set out for. I know that's what I want to do eventually. Turn all my gifts and my gift of gab and my passion for media and entertainment into something that can be passed down to my children and grandchildren and my immediate family, etc., man. And Shannon is doing that. And so I look at, people like Corey Holcomb still throwing shots and all of that. And Shannon is somewhere Corey Holcomb could never be. He's somewhere a lot of the dudes that's hating on him could never be. Not because Shannon sold out or nothing. It's because he's an endearing person. He's charismatic. Corey Holcomb is funny and other people can be funny. But Shannon knows how to keep certain relationships with people and keep them intact in order to not burn bridges so you can keep ascending, right? He's goal-oriented. He seems like a person to me that has goals and writes them on a board and then checks them off as he completes them. And a person that does things like that will always stay on course. And again, I can only respect it. I began watching Shannon Sharpe since the inception of FS1 Undisputed. Well, I first watched him when he was on ESPN First Take, filling in for Stephen A. Smith while he was out, and he was debating Skip Bayless then. And I think one time Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A., and Skip Bayless were all on together one time on ESPN First Take. Look that up. And I always, from watching that, I said, oh no, Shannon really knows sports, not just football. He really watches these games. He has a great vibe, charisma about him. He's really comfortable speaking on camera. And it translated to him having his own podcast is majorly successful. Like now, I promise y'all, that Terry Crews interview talking about struggles with his father, and his father trying to put hands on his mother, and all of those things, and being in infidelity, etc. All of those type of things. It really, like, he be giving a lot of these dudes what's the word I'm looking for? A therapy session on the couch with him. And he gonna continue to win, man. Cause again, good people gonna always good people will be in position to win. What did Lauryn Hill say? How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Shannon, like, he doing brothers right. Like, he doing people right in his life. Looking out for folks. And sharing the wealth, sharing the limelight with some people who he feel like are people who deserve it, and people who have something to offer the public as well in entertainment and energy. Chad Ochocinco, Gilbert Arenas, right? Yeah, man, I really, really respect his grind, his hustle, and I think it's something that's admirable, especially when you see a dude that's already made mega millions in the NFL and to still be dedicated enough to say, I'm getting up and I'm treating all this media job like I'm in the NFL. I'm gonna do research. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna put in the work. I'm gonna ask a lot of questions that can keep my interview going well. I'm going to let my guests talk. I'm not going to be cutting them off. I'm going to put in whatever hours I got to put in order to become a media giant, a media mogul, and yeah, the top entertainer, the top dude in entertainment. And everybody know, man, if a lot of people want to come to Club Shay Shay, I think we're going to get even bigger and bigger and bigger names. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Jigga come on there with him. I wouldn't be surprised if Beyonce or somebody did an interview, or Taylor Swift, etc. I think those people are coming, and I think it's Shannon his ascension is not finished. It's not finished. And at some point, ESPN gonna have to throw him another hefty bag to keep him there, because I see the brother having a real talk show or something at some point, for real. You know what I mean? But yeah, despite all of the antics, people trying to call him gay, he keep on doing his thing and keep delivering content that is exemplary. Exemplary content wins overall. Being genuine, being true to yourself, that's genuine. But and treating people right, that wins in the long run. And staying dedicated to your craft, and he's obviously doing that. Man, in Queensbridge, when I saw him in Queensbridge with Steve Stout and Jungle, I said, oh man, that Nas interview coming soon. I'm sure they didn't talked about it. He coming and pulling up on Club Shay Shay. That's going to be another 2-hour interview. And y'all know Nasir Jones is my dog. I call myself Chicago's own Nasir Jones. So, especially when I got my haircut with the fade or whatever, man. So, I've been enjoying Shannon's ascension, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for the future. Machiavelli Mills TV, y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.